Today we're just leaving the Marble Canyon after meeting and spending a lot of time with our YouTube friends, one adventure at a time. And now we're heading into the forest to get ready to go to the north rim of the Grand Canyon. So come along with us.
Welcome to the Adventure Closet. I'm Liz, and this is Charlie. We are two 80s and 90s kids that never lost their sense of wonder. We're all over the map, exploring wild and abandoned places, discovering rocks, geology, and history of different areas, all while living and traveling in our minivan Opal. I guess you can say our life is a mixtape of adventures. So hop in the van, hit the subscribe button, and let's go somewhere.
This white van pulls up, and instantly we recognized it as Lisa from the meetup that we were just at. So we ended up having a great night. She stayed and camped with us, and she's gonna come along with us for tomorrow's adventure to North Rim. So that was super awesome. But let's get our day started. I think we're gonna move spots.
Continue on Arizona 67 south for 9 miles.
Well, we had to get gas, and at the Jacobs Inn right by Grand Canyon, it is $5.80 a gallon.
Oh, there's Lisa back there. So we're driving this 45-mile stretch to get to the North Rim. We're not going that whole distance today. We're just finding a closer spot to camp. But what I didn't realize, like, in my imagination of the Grand Canyon, there would be no trees around, but this route is completely forested the whole way. It's quite beautiful. You don't see the Grand Canyon coming up on it, so as somebody like me who's never seen the Grand Canyon up close and personal, it's going to be quite the surprise the way we're doing this. We're going to be getting up super early in the morning, probably somewhere around 3 a.m., you think?
Yeah.
And Lisa's a trooper. She's going to do it right alongside us. And I'm going to see it for the first time as the sun reveals it to me. So for some of you, it might be the first time too. Let us know if you've ever seen the North Rim of the Grand Canyon or the Grand Canyon at all. But check out these trees.
So I've been to the Grand Canyon before, and when I drove there by myself, I passed through a lot more forest than this, and it has been decimated by wildfire. It's crazy how little trees there are. Like, this was all trees when I drove through. And that wasn't too long ago. I mean, that was like 5 years ago, something like that. So it's kind of sad seeing this. I hope that there's still some trees up ahead that we can camp in.
8,840 elevation.
There's the trees.
Yeah. Okay, back into the forest we go.
Wow. So sad.
Yeah. That was a large section. Burned out. But good to see trees again.
Because I remember, like, we would go through the tree, or I would go through the trees, and then there'd be a blank spot where the forest fire was, but it wasn't like 6 miles, 10 miles like that one just was. That's crazy.
So we made it to this great spot, 14 miles the way the crow flies to the north rim of the Grand Canyon. Charlie's over there doing some work, some editing. I've been editing some photos for Instagram and Facebook. We're parked over there. Lisa's right there. There's a little road we can go for a walk on later to entertain ourselves until morning when the big event happens.
We ended up going for a walk down that road and found a little creek bed that had some fossils in it. Check these out. Well, the Grand Canyon sure is a busy place this time in the morning. Now don't go that way. So that's a bit of a drop.
Yeah, be careful when you...
cold out here at all, does
No, it's nice. And there's places to sit right up there. So we're here at Bright Angel Point at the same spot where one day I came down here because I had a wedding to shoot. I hit Bryce Canyon for sunset and I decided to hit Grand Canyon for sunrise because I was down here and I didn't know if I'd ever make it back here. So I was alone, and this is how I experienced it. I showed up in the pitch black, came out to this exact spot here, and just sat here while the sun came up and revealed the Grand Canyon to me. So I wanted Liz to experience the same thing. So that's why we're here. That's why we got up at 3:15 in the morning to be here. And yeah, should be pretty epic. There's a lot of clouds today, so hopefully the sunrise is good, but might just add to it. Got the moon peeking out. It is not as bright as it looks on my phone. You cannot really see all of the canyon here like you can in this shot.
It's starting to come to life though. Seeing things.
Yeah. The actual Bright Angel Point continues on out for another quarter mile, but the viewpoint we're at is actually a little higher than the point.
Yeah. Looks like there's a mountain range way off that way. So it's mind-blowing how massive the Grand Canyon is. Like, the edge is way over there. I can see some lights from the South Rim, that must be the South Rim Visitor Center, lighting up over there. And it's still going on back that way because the Colorado River is like, well, most people know that the Colorado River cuts through it, but it's mind-blowing. This is crazy.
It's also really cool because the moon's going down as the sun's coming up, so you can really see different parts lit up on the canyon. So it's lighting up really good. You can see the Colorado between us here.
I don't know what way to look.
Yeah, it's just beautiful,
Really beautiful
every which way. You can see the color of the sunset over here.
And the spot that Charlie picked to come to, like, there's nobody else up here on this rock, and we're watching tons of hikers go up to the actual point.
Which is up that way. And we're actually higher than the actual point. So, but I'm sure they have a nice view too. But yeah, this is a good spot. You can see the lodge right there.
The top section is the Kaibab limestone. The Kaibab Sea advanced as far as modern-day eastern Arizona, depositing marine fossils including crinoids, shells, and shark's teeth. The next layer down, the Toroweap Formation, a mix of beach sandstone and sea limestone. Environments were embedded in the Toroweap, indicating a short advance and retreat of the sea. Crossbed sands in the Coconino sandstone depict scenes of shifting sand dunes where reptiles left their tracks. The Hermit Formation was once a broad coastal plain evidenced by deposits of silt mud and fine-grained sand, with an abundance of fern and animal track fossils. And finally, that bottom layer, the Sukai group's mix of shales, siltstone, sandstone, and limestone represents a period of rapidly changing coastlines and rising and falling sea levels. Nowhere on the Earth's surface are the secrets of its structure so revealed as here. So looking at the layers of the canyon here, we're at the Kaibab limestone up top, Toroweap Formation, the Coconino sandstone, which is really cool looking, Hermit Formation, and the Supai group. There's all these cabins that you can rent here. I'm sure they're a pretty penny, plus the lodge itself. But what a beautiful setting. And pancake breakfast. So we are like out of ice, and we passed a spot where we could buy ice, but I saw over in the bushes over here that there is actually a patch of snow because we're up pretty high in elevation. So that's what we're gonna use. I like the price. I double bagged it so we don't get giardia on our cooler food. Now hiking back to the car.
So you may be wondering why I have the wizard staff. It's not just to look cool. Day before we got here to the Grand Canyon, I either slept wrong or something, and I had like a pinched nerve in my back, and it hurts to sit, it hurts to stand, it hurts to walk. Only thing that doesn't hurt is laying down. But we rested up a little bit, and we're gonna take this short trail, and you know, I'm gonna do what I can, and hopefully this goes away soon. I'm sure it will, but man, it's a lot of pain.
Utah's 59 miles away, that away, or Mexico 743 miles.
Beautiful view here. Right along the Saddle Mountain Wilderness.
Everybody has a bug zapper in their van, right? We use this because sometimes when the doors are left open, mosquitoes will come in, and it's kind of a handy dandy little light. It has a light on the bottom. Let me see if I can show you. It has different settings. Or you can just have the bug zapper on or off. Anyways, just thought I'd tell you guys that. Good night. Say hi again.
Good night. The bug zapper actually works.
It does.
Yeah. Well, we are leaving a spot we've been at for quite some time. Leaving a little love note for a rockhound from one of the other places we were at. This past week almost, I have been pretty much bedridden. Somehow threw my back out, and when we were at the Grand Canyon, I decided that, we decided that we should probably just go somewhere and rest for a while. And, hopefully my back would heal. So for the past, almost 4 days, I've been just laying in the back of the van, watching Lord of the Rings and The Hobbit extended editions, which is like 24 hours of video. Playing games on my phone, editing videos, stuff like that. And slowly my back has started to get better. It was so bad I couldn't even roll over in bed without like wincing in pain. And the 3.5 hour drive to this spot was horrible. Every bump, it was just like, painful. But I'm feeling a bit better now. Going to be taking it easy for the next couple weeks probably. And we are packing up and getting ready to go. So, see you at the next campsite. Going to the library today, edit more videos, and get some uploaded for you guys. And, forgot to mention, we are back at the spot just outside Mesa Verde where we had Montezuma's revenge. And we're calling this our healing spot because we had to heal from that, and now I had to come and heal from my back issue. But just wanted to let you guys know. Let's get out of here.
Well, that was fun.
That was fun.
That was really amazing.
Yeah, glad we could experience it the way we did together finally.
Finally, and you guys got to be here too.
Yep.
It just comes alive when the sun comes up, all the colors and
Yeah, you don't really expect how big it is when you're here. Like, you think of something like this right here when you think of the Grand Canyon, but it's just so much more.
yeah. As the sun comes in, you see the shadow, so you kind of see how deep it goes and all the detail.
Yeah.
Just not what I envisioned. I envisioned that the Grand Canyon was just a big, huge ditch in the earth, because I've seen it from an airplane, and that's what it looked like. But it's much more than that. There's so many facets to it. It's just incredible.
Well, don't forget to like and subscribe. Check us out on Patreon. Thank you to all our Patreons for your support. Thank you to all of you subscribers for your support. And we will see you on the next adventure.
Bye now.
Bye now.